What's up, nerds and nerdettes and nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, as you see, as you hear, it is true. I am back. And I'm front as well. I don't know why I haven't said that earlier. What's up? How we doing? So welcome back to another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday right here on Two Gun Pixie. What we're doing here, to let you know in case you're not familiar with this series, this is not a review series. This is about games I already like, already love. This is about how I talk about the games to my friends to get the game to the table, to get them excited and want to play the game. And today we got a game that's taken us far, far away, up into space, out of the known galaxy. And that game is a tiny, tiny little game. That game is Tiny Epic Galaxies. Yeah. All right, now I've dropped a couple of playthroughs on this, and I think there was an unboxing, maybe a basic unboxing, or maybe of the expansion Beyond the Black. I can't remember which one we dropped, but we've dropped a few videos on this subject already, and this is a game that I have been loving. I've been loving this game solo play. I've been loving this game team play. Well, not really team, because it's not a cooperative game, but I think you understand what I mean. Now, what I love about this game, besides the fact that it's sci-fi based, and it's also a fairly quick game to play, wow, 30 minutes may be a long time for this game. 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes would be a long time for this game. I love this game because it is a fast game, it is a strategic game, and it's a game that because of the dice, my strategy has to keep changing. I know what I want to do. I know what I got to do. Sometimes the dice don't allow it. So it's a Yahtzee style game in the sense that you're getting re-rolls, and also in the sense that you're trying to match the side of the die to what you need to do, because that's what's going to activate the ability, whether it's to launch from another planet, or whether it's to gain resources, or maybe it's just to manipulate and activate, if you've already taken over a place and you have a colony there and you want to activate your colony effect. This game has levels to it because of this. I'm just talking about the base game before we even mention, I'm not sure if I'm going to mention it right now today, but the Beyond the Black expansion, the base game itself, has several different levels of strategy to it, how you're going to play the game. I mean, ultimately it's a point system. You're going to want to get that 21 points at least in order to win the game, and you get that by going to these planets, by colonizing these planets, by gaining resources. All these things are going to get you the points. But as I said, it's all dependent on those dice. So you have to have a fairly malleable strategy in mind, or at least be able to re-strategize on the fly, so to speak. Now, this is part of a series of games. It's a series of Tiny Epic games, and I have them all, technically. There's one I'm waiting for the Kickstarter on, and two of them I'm waiting on the Kickstarter for, and then I'll have the whole series. I'm waiting for the Tiny Epic Zombies, which is a survival game, and I'm waiting on Tiny Epic Defenders and the Dark War expansion for that, both be coming. And once I get those, I'm actually going to be in physical ownership of all the Tiny Epic games. And in my humble opinion, Tiny Epic Galaxies right now, thus far, is my favorite of them. It's a game that has a lot of cards to it. I don't think I've even gone through, I don't think I've gone through every single planetary card in the core system, in the core box. But then again, I ended up getting the expansion before I had a chance to even go through all those cards, so that added even more cards onto it. And it's not a problem. You can mix and match the expansion with the base set if you want. There are certain cards you might have to take out, but they're all marked. So you can very easily just take these two and put them into one deck, more or less. And the management, this is another thing I like about the game, is the management of your resources. Because you are going to be having certain resources, such as your civilization level, you're going to be having your energy level, and your cultural level. And these drastically affect at times what you can do, because the higher civilization level you get up to, the more dice you're going to get to use when you're rolling, and the more ships you're going to have to launch out into space to hopefully colonize these planets. So it's this evolving game that is deeply strategic, more than you would think for such a tiny game. But it really does. It gets me thinking more than some of the bigger epic adventure games do, because you have to manage your energy, your resources, you have to manage your dice, and you're thinking about several things all at once every time you take a turn, and that's not even counting thinking about what the other players are doing and how you can stop them. The game is not cooperative, as I said up front. It is an all versus all game. It's not a take that game, although any game you can argue that is all versus all whenever you do something to another player that is a take that element. But this is not a take that style game. But it does give you that feeling whenever you get a chance to stop someone from getting that planet, from colonizing that planet, and you come in and you swoop in and you get it first. I love that feeling. Don't like it so much when it happens to me. But I love being the one to do it. So this game is what me and the 20-Sided Warriors, a lot of fun, a lot of good hours of fun, of excitement, of conversation, and we've all had a great time with this game. And honestly, every time I throw this game down in front of someone that hasn't played it yet, I get a request from them that they want to play it a second time, a third time, a fourth time. That speaks volumes. That speaks more than anything else. When your players want and request that a game gets on the table, that's a darn good sign. So I wanted to come here, I wanted to talk to you. This is a kind of short, I think. I don't know, what's the time up to? Not really, about 7 minutes. I just wanted to come out, shoot that off for you guys, because it is a game, like I said, I really like. And you know what? I'm going to have to get a grudge match. Because the last time I played solo, guess what? I lost. Any regular viewers of this show, of this channel, knows that when it comes to the solo games, I do not have a great winning record. And this is one of those games that I don't have a good winning. Take two. This is one of those games that I don't have a good winning record in, and yet I still find myself magnetized to the game, attracted to the game, wanting to get it to the table, wanting to play it solo even when no one's around. And that's also, I think, a very good sign. So I don't want to drop that message. I want to let you all know about this game. It's a fairly popular game. A lot of people already know about it, but not everyone does. Tiny Epic series, great games. My personal opinion so far, Galaxies is the best of the Tiny Epic series. So I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching this episode. More, thank you for subscribing to this channel. It means so much to me, to Ryan, to Anthony, to Alex, and the rest of the 20-Sided Warriors. Every time we get a new subscriber and someone that's watching the show, it makes us feel like, whoa, all right, someone else likes what we like. And as I said, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. The Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here.